It's Madden NFL 22, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Jets and the Pats, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Patriots.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
And we are underway from Houston. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Jets about set to go on offense, led by their rookie quarterback for 2021, the second overall pick, Zach Wilson out of BYU.
During the draft process, it was pretty clear early that Jacksonville was locked in on Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback at Clemson. That allowed the Jets to really peruse the rest of the quarterback crop, and they settled in on Zach Wilson from BYU. Loved his game, ability to throw from the pocket, the off-platform throws, getting outside of the pocket and making plays. He's their guy, and they expect him to be that guy for at least the next 10 years.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The Patriot offense ready to go to work for the first time, and leading them out, their quarterback in his second year with New England at 11th overall, the former MVP Cam Newton.
And let's face it, the first year in New England for Cam Newton was kind of a mixed bag because he certainly showed flashes of his former self, especially when he carried the football. But there were also some stretches where, quite frankly, he was ineffective throwing it. But the Patriots and Cam both believe that with a full offseason,
got a man that's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jacoby Myers, 43 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point. I I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Kyle Van Noy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now they hand off to Coleman. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt.
Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. That's taken on the 25. A little juke. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. We often with Cam Newton talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Newton on 1st down.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Sony Michel, his first carry, runs through the contact. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, this one's knuckling it and just does get over the crossbar. He didn't get much of it, but he got it to go. And that will make our score 9-0. It looked a little bit off. You expect more leg out of him, but he did get it to go.
Well, you and I both know sometimes depending on the angle, They may take a little bit off of the kick in order to make sure that they line it up properly and bring it home through the posts.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Ballantyne to return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Matt Judon coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
You know, the Patriots were seeking a good edge rusher, and Matt Judon is now providing that, having come over from Baltimore. 30.5 sacks the last 4 years there. They expect him to get to the quarterback frequently in Patriots red and blue.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Off the draw, here's Johnson. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Olszewski now to return. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And the Patriots added Nelson Aguilar in free agency, and he's going to be part of this rebuilt receiving corps from a year ago. Really upped his value around the league with a solid season with the Raiders last year, increased his confidence, as well as having a career high in receiving yards.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. Fights him off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, Newton.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Myers. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now it's Newton. toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection is struggle.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. To throw is Wilson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Kyle Van Noy coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's the Jets punter now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. The return is Olszewski. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. 2nd quarter here. He has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
So far, just a single catch. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And to the surprise of many, the New England Patriots made a huge splash in free agency. And on the first day, they added Hunter Henry from the Chargers. 5 years there, career-high 60 catches last year. He expects that number to go up in New England.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
And he spent 4 years with San Francisco before coming over to New England. Had a career-high 49 catches in 2020. I think that Cam Newton's going to love his route running.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Jacoby Myers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Nick Folk for the point after. And that will this a 16-point lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Ballantyne to return. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Now Folk for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find